Global Forex market value rise to about $2.4 quadrillion with average daily trade of $6.6 trillion. So shall we begin now? So the question will be, what is Forex market? The Forex market is simply where currencies are traded, and one of the features of Forex market is that it is traded non-stop around the world by way of swapping, forwarding, and spot. So let's get to discuss opportunities in this space. Mike Fowokwe is CEO, Hantech Africa Limited. He joins us via the telephone now. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you.
So break it down for us. What are different ways of trading this market? I mean, we'll talk about spot market. We'll talk about forwarding and swapping and options and all of that. So give us a bit of insight into how this market works.
Okay, thanks for that question. So it all depends on the entity involved in the forex market. Actually, the forex market is established just as a means of exchanging currency across the border. So with the forex market, we are able to transact from offshore, right? For instance, Naira against USD, there's always a rate. So that rate determines, the value of the currency against the other. So actually, the forex market was established for, should I say, cross-border transaction. But over the time, the market has evolved, for several other options like swap, like we said, OTC, which is a derivative product, forward contract, which is normally used to hedge against risk. So it all depends on the entity involved in a transaction. So if it is, for instance, a merchant or a cocoa farmer, for instance, if it's a cocoa farmer now who wants to export his cocoa to, let's say, Switzerland, I like to paint a very simple scenario so that people can understand this market. So let's say the man have agreed with the buyer. He is the seller. He wants to sell cocoa, and then I think depending on the contract. So sometimes or most times how it plays out, the seller will have to wait till the cocoa gets to their agreed destination, test that it's of value before the money is paid. But remember that the seller is going to pay dollar, not naira, and then the buyer, that's the farmer, his expense, everything is on naira. So there's a fluctuation, between, there's a rate, rate fluctuates, which can either go against or for the cocoa man. And remember that if it goes against the farmer, it can hit into his profit. So the cocoa man, we agreed, we go to the bank and do a forward contract. That's hedging his position.
Right.
So, against the risk of that fluctuation. I like to paint a very simple scenario. So he goes to the bank and said, okay, fine. My dollar is coming maybe 2 months' time, right? Because it's then that everything will have been regularized and payment made.
Right.
Okay? And he'll tell the bank, I don't care what happens. Rate goes against me, rate goes up, it comes down. I want today's rate to be clocked. Okay. So the bank will take that and look for the opposites of that transaction. So the forex market is able to help the cocoa farmer to hedge against that transaction. Without that market,
right,
the rate could go against demand, and then it will, let's say for instance, the rate is, today is 460. Right. If the rate goes bad, it can hit into demand transaction, and into his profit. So it's the reason why the forex market is also created. Over time, people use the forex market to hedge, which is good. And some people even do it to hedge against inflation. Okay. Now the OTC, which is very popular among, should I say, retail traders,
right,
is that is the most popular part for retail traders. All they do is to trade the derivative products. Okay, they're not trading the asset, but they're trading the price of the. They're trading the underlying asset price. Okay,
right,
which is a derivative. And that's where a lot of people in Nigeria, Africa, retail traders play.
That's the one you refer to. Just a moment. That's the one you refer to as the black market or the parallel market or the ordinary malam in the street, right?
So I'm referring to the online trading markets.
All right.
Yes. So it's very popular. I've talked about forex market was created for cross-boundary transaction, which is very good. Without the forex market, will not be able to transact offshore. Okay, which is good. I've talked about the forex market being created. Actually, right. It's evolved.
But let's quickly look at this. With a global market devaluation, valuation rather, not devaluation. I meant. With a global market valuation of about 2.4 quadrillion, that's the report we're getting, and the average daily trade of $6.6 trillion. These numbers are quite significant and impressive. So what's new in the global market with regards to the latest development and opportunities, and where is Nigeria in this market?
So thank you for that question. The reason why the volume is increasing is because people are paying. We have a lot of demand coming into the market. There have been a lot of. Pandemic has not really helped people. Pandemic has come, destroy businesses, lives. In fact, it has also affected a lot of people in terms of because their wealth has dipped. So people are looking for alternative way of making money, and then that has already that aspect has become, should I say, more juicy, more attractive to investors, and it's the reason why we have the numbers skyrocketing. Nigeria is positioned, okay, depending on the participation level from the country. But I can tell about the retail side. Now, if we also put in digital asset investments, which is where the crypto is, a lot of people are diversifying their investments into that space because they are also speculating price movement.
Right.
As of two months ago, overall in the crypto space and Bitcoin volume, Nigeria was ranked second. I'm not sure the level we had now, the position we have now. Nigeria was ranked second. Why? It's because, for me, basically, the Naira is losing value, right? It's losing value, and then people are really, really scared. They are worried. So what they have to do is to hedge their position, So a lot of people are storing their assets. And let me shock you. People might say, why are they not storing their assets in bonds? Why are they not storing their assets in real estate? And then, most of these things, for instance, they are expensive for retail traders. Institutions can store their assets in real estate, which is safe and also has a very good returns.
But let me quickly come in. Sorry to jump in here. The market, the forex market, is comprised of over 170 different major and minor currencies. Of course, traders will have a diverse range of currency pairs options to play with. So how do you prioritize these pair options especially against the 7 major currencies of the world?
Well, what people do, and number one, education is very important. You know, people need to get information, knowledge about these things, about the forex market before they get involved. It's key. So ideally, there are currencies that are stable. The volatility is good, but not erratic, you know, stable. So most traders, or should I say, experienced traders, they go for such currencies: euro, USD, CAD, I mean, euro spent in Europe, US dollars in the US, Canadian dollar, CAD in Canada, Japanese yen in Japan. These currencies tend to be very, very stable. They are volatile also, but they are stable, you know. So most people, they go for currencies like this. There are other ones. I mean, there are Mexican peso, there are a lot of them. But most investors go for these stable currencies.
Okay, let's try to wrap it because of our time. Just been told that the time is not on our side. Let's talk about the risk part of it. I mean, we do know that every investor or every investment comes with a profit as well. So the question will be, with regards to profit, how should an investor take advantage of it, considering the risk involved, especially that there's a fluctuation around the world?
Yes. So in everything in life, there's risk. I mean, there's risk. Even as I'm seated in my office, there's a risk. The building can collapse. There's a risk of losing life. There's a risk in everything. Most important thing is how to reduce the risk. Okay? But it comes with education. Most investors lose their money because they are not educated in the investment they are venturing into, which itself is a lot of risk. I mean, that itself is risk without mitigation. So, whatever thing you want to do, if you want to trade this market, I always advise people to get the right education.
Right.
Look for people who are profitable, successful in that business, and let them mentor that investors. I mean, that investor rather.
I think,
so it's key.
Yes.
That education is very, very important to mitigate risk.
Well, I think we will have to go now. Thank you so much. We will have to bring you some other time to talk about this. So much to talk about really on the show. Mike Fowokwe is MD, CEO, Hantech Africa Limited. Thank you for your time on the program.
Thank you for having me on the program too.
Yeah.